Round of applause for Jen McNamara.
Good afternoon, everyone. Some of you may have heard of my husband. His name was John McNamara. He was 44 years old when he died in August, and it still hurts. My husband worked over 500 hours at Ground Zero, and I am sure, without a doubt, that his cancer was related to 9/11 and his work there. My husband had a very simple value system. He believed in right and he believed in wrong. He believed that it was right to support 9/11 responder health care. He believed that it was right to care about other people who were losing their homes, who couldn't pay their mortgages and also pay for their medications. And he would have believed that it was wrong what President Obama did last week. He would have been disgusted and he would have been saddened. After John died, I found a list that he had left me of things he asked me to do. One of the things that he asked me to do was to give the president, whom he had greatly supported, a copy of his FDNY badge. A badge that meant so much to him and means so much to my family. It was a pledge I had intended to fulfill, and I had even spoken with the White House about fulfilling that for my husband. Every other thing on that list will be fulfilled, I can assure you of that. But President Obama, unless he changes his stance on taking care of sick 9/11 responders, will never see that badge. He does not deserve it. I could never look my son in the eye and say, Jack, despite the fact that this man threw us to the curb, stepped on us and didn't care about us, I still gave him your father's badge. So with that, I would only say, Obama, please look inside your heart. Remember what you promised us. Look at your children and look at my child and push this bill forward. Enough is enough. Thank you.
We have 3 or 4 more speakers, so bear with us. The next man, he is a giant amongst heroes. He lost his son on 9/11. Him himself was pronounced dead on the operating table. He's been a voice for years to the 9/11 community, and he's earned the respect of all of us. Chief Jim Ritchie's.
It's very sad that we have to be here today like this. I'm Deputy Chief of the Fire Department, retired. I lost my son Jimmy on 9/11, but I lost my health in 2005. I was in a coma for 16 days. I had stroke-like symptoms. I had to learn how to walk and talk all over again. This is real. I take steroids, I'm taking breathers, nebulizers, everything else. My life completely changed. Not only losing my son, but losing my health. We have so many other people like this. This all goes back to 9/11. They lied to us. They told us the air quality was fine. They were negligent. They told us they didn't give us proper respirators. Totally negligent on their part. Everybody's getting sick. It's gonna come down, and now the federal government bails out all the airlines, they bail out the automakers, they bailed out the banks, and they turn their back on us. That's a disgrace. We don't deserve that. Everybody here was down there digging. If we have another event, let's hope everybody runs down and does the right thing and like we did. But I think 8 years the Republicans had it, nothing was done. Obama came in, it's 10 months. I mean, it's all their fault. It's not Democrat, it's not Republican, it's both. And that's a shame. 9 years later, we have nothing. We had a small group of people, and we went around and we followed Rudy Giuliani around. And he got one delegate. The firefighters, the police officers, and the 9/11 workers are a powerful group. If this is what's gonna happen, and the politicians are gonna turn their back on us, we'll unite, and we'll make sure we'll send the message to Obama, Schumer, Gillibrand, right down the line to all of them. They better watch out. We're a powerful group, and we're getting ready, and we're going to let our voices be heard. Thank you.
just so that no one's mistaken here today, although the announcement came out last week that they don't support us, they don't support the long-term health care, the bill is still moving forward. The bill is still going to get marked up, and we honestly believe, and you can call us gullible and naive because we've been swallowing it for 8.5 years, that the president's not going to veto this bill when it makes it to his desk, which it will. To me, that would be political suicide. But we're going to educate this man, and we believe that him and his administration are going to do the right thing. We're here because of the sole fact that they made this announcement public last week that they don't support us. There's a time to draw a line in the sand and prove to them we might be beaten, we might be sick, and we might be tired, but we are far from knocked out, knocked down, or going away. 8,000 pounds of steel landed on my left foot. It didn't knock me down. I lost 4 pints of blood. I had gangrene. A couple little remarks from the administration or Washington, D.C. does not bother me. Might bother some of these people back here because they have suffered for 8.5 years. They say, John, be careful today of your sound bites. Well, we're a reaction to their lack of action. We are a reaction to what they haven't done. So if my sound bites sting them in D.C. today, I do not apologize, because these people come first before the soft skin in D.C. With that, Glenn Klein, NYPD, ESU, 9/11 hero, and Feel Good Foundation board member.
Thank you all for coming down here again. This is probably the 10th time we've been here in the last many months. The Obama administration is done. It has disappointed thousands of very sick 9/11 responders. As John said and Kenny said, we thought this bill was going to be passed. Barack Obama, on his campaign trail, promised us that this bill was going to be passed. Now he went back on his word. I'm sick. I have scarring on my lungs. I have asthma now, which I never had before. I had cancerous polyps before I told them. But talking for the rest of the people, thousands of other people that can't be here today that are a lot sicker than I am, cancers, all the other restrictive airway diseases, and other kinds of much worse illnesses that I have. I just want them to know that it takes my last dying breath. I will continue to fight along with John, Kenny, and Gary, the other foundations. If I have to walk also, if I can, God willing, I'm healthy enough to do it. On April 1st, I will go along with them to prove a point. But on my last dying breath, I will be here to make sure this bill gets passed. So as disappointed as they are today, don't be disappointed, I'm telling you now. Don't be, because we are going to get that bill passed. I can promise you that.
Your first priority when elected to any office at any level is to serve and protect your constituents. Everything else is secondary. If you can't turn to your president for help, who can you turn to? If the president is going to turn a shoulder to us, then we will circle him so he cannot turn away from us. We will keep doing this until they hear us. We will keep going to D.C. until they see us. We are not going away.